Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Yusef Scott, and I thank you guys for being here with me today. I want to thank all of you near and far, those of you who just found me on YouTube for the first time. I know many of you have emailed me and told me that you were just doing a random search and my video happened to pop up. I'm very thankful of that. So now that you're here, let me just tell you guys, since you're here, make good use of the videos that I have here. I have a tons of information, and I hope to have you back again. Now, for those of you who've been here and you're very comfortable with my style of training and you like my videos, I want to thank you for coming back, and just continually being here as a supporter and a loyal viewer. All right. Now, I'm going to get into exactly why I want to make this video. Basically, I want to give you guys some advice, all right? And the advice that I'm going to give you guys today is how not to become a regretful trader, all right? Now, I know that a lot of you are trading on the market. You're finding opportunities in the market. You're making some money. You're giving some money back. But I'm going to give you guys a couple things that help me along my journey to be successful with my trades. All right, the first thing is, when you're trading on the market, allow your trades to fully set up. All right, do not just see the candle, see the current movement and make your own assumption that it's going to do something. Now, we all know that the market is high risk. We know that there's a chance that you could lose. It's a chance that you could win. Nothing is 100%. But you have to know that if you allow your setup to fully set up, that's when you have a reason to actually enter in on the market. All right? Without a setup fully set up, you're only setting yourself up for a loss. Okay? So understand this. We have what's called price action, which helps us determine the way of the market. If the market is not fully set up, if certain candles have not fully formed, we cannot determine the direction. So I'm going to tell you, let the market fully set up. It's nothing worse than taking on the market and having this confidence that I see that there are two ginormous candles going in one direction, and then you get one opposing candle, and then your bias might change, and then you base everything off of what you see in its current form instead of allowing that candle to fully set up to determine the next move. That's very important in your trading. All right, very important. It has allowed me to overcome that huge obstacle of taking my percentage of wins up to the next level. It could definitely make it better for you. All right. The next thing that's helped me along my journey is, if you have a loss, take that loss on the chin and move away. Okay, just move on. Do not just have a loss and don't understand it. If you take a loss, you've lost for a reason. Learn from it. Look at the charts and learn from it. Analyze and realize why you decided to go in this direction, and see What caused it to go in just the opposite direction? Very simple. You would not have to fight with the market, just constantly doing the same thing. If you take a loss, shut down your trade and just examine the market. Say, you know what, I thought it was going to go up, and I see that, okay, it did this. Oh, that's what I did wrong. Once you realize what you did wrong, once you realize your mistake, that's when you start to realize how to do it the proper way. All right? So, if you lose a trade, just close it down and move on and just let it go. All right? Now that point is a segue into my next reason or how I become successful. What helped me along in my journey. Okay? The next one is, if you have a losing trade, avoid chasing that loss. I'll say it again. If you have a losing trade, avoid chasing that loss. Do not be tempted because you lost $50, because you lost $500, because you've lost $1,000, to chase that loss. Just let it go. All right? What happens when you chase a loss? Now you've got lured into the psychological part. Now, you're chasing this trade. You're panicking that your account is going to actually continue to be drawn down. You want to make the money back. All these emotions are starting to take place. And what's happening is you're only thinking about the $500 or the $50 that you've lost, and you're trying to get that money back. Excuse me. So with that, if you learn to not chase that loss is now isolated. The loss is isolated. Now you can focus, because we know that the market is not 100%. 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 I will reiterate that. The market is not 100%. So while you're fighting trying to get this money back, you could possibly be putting your account in further jeopardy, because you have lost sight of the market and the rhythm that the market is moving in. You've lost sight of that. You're only looking at the dollar sign. You're only looking at the figure. The figure is only temporary. You can get that money back. Now what you need to do, because you've taken a loss, something has been stripped away from you. And you've taken a loss because you've done something. You decided to trade the market. You've decided to close out that trade. So let's go back to the drawing board. Let's reverse engineer this and understand first, why did you, which goes back to our second point, why did you, or how did you lose that trade? Okay? What could you have done differently? Once you learn not to chase that trade, you can now focus on why did you make the trade in the first place, okay? Was that trade taken too early? Was it taken too late? Oftentimes we'll be trading, we'll put a trade in just to jump out because the market is doing what it does, and we realize that the market returned back to profit had we stayed in. All that works on the mental. If you're not confident in your move, which is my fourth point, do not trade the market. Do not trade the market. Your move is very important. When you go to a battle, when you draw your weapon, or whatever form of defense you might have, when you choose to draw that weapon, or when you choose to put up a defense, make sure you understand the consequences. Make sure you understand that if I do this, what happens if the market goes against me? All right? So make sure that, number one, let your trade set up completely. Okay? Do not rush it. Let it set up. That's number one. That's one thing that helped me along my journey. The next thing, if you lose a trade, learn from it. All right? You have to learn from why you lost. That's the only way you're going to grow. It's the only way you're going to recognize, you know what, I saw this before and I got faked out. I won't do it again. All right? The third thing is avoid chasing the losing trade. All right? Just be done with it. All right? Be done with the losing trade. All right? You have to avoid having the urge of wanting to, try to get the money back. Just let it go. All right? Now these points that I've provided has helped me along my journey. And I know that they can help you too. Oftentimes we have to know when to apply certain things. These 3 or 4 points that I've told you today that have helped me, they can surely help you. So try to incorporate them into your daily ritual. Put it into your regimen every day. Think about these because they've helped me and they're helping a lot of people all across the world. All right. I hope that this video has helped thousands of people on YouTube every day. I hope that this video have come across your search and have helped you realize something else you can add to your arsenal to help you become a better trader. All right. So until next time, you guys, I thank you for tuning in. You guys have a fantastic day. Peace.